Well, it is time to put a ribbon on this broadcast with the Aldersons Award West postgame show. For trophies, awards, t-shirts, and so much more, go to aldersons.net for their full catalog. Welcome back to Tiger Field here in Napavine. I'm Josh Kaiser alongside Brian Watson. And for those of you watching live or on demand, or if you're watching this postgame show in our recap on Eli Sports, here is what happened. Long story short, and we'll go down the scoring summary, but Rainier just absolutely ran into a buzzsaw tonight. Well-oiled machine were the Tigers. 10 seconds into this one, 7-0. Napavine was up thanks to a 55-yard touchdown run from Parker. Just a couple minutes later, Demarest hitting Gross 15 yards out to extend the lead to 14-0. PAT was good. 7:56 on the clock in the first quarter. Demarest hitting Dahl for 52 yards on the score. 21-0 was the score after that. 5:53, just a couple minutes off the clock. Demarest on a read option keeper. 85-yard run right up the gut to extend the lead to 27-0. Still in the first quarter. 64-yard pass from Demarest to Gross. PAT was no good, but that pushed the lead to 33-0, and that's how the first quarter stood. At the start of the second quarter, there was a 2-yard touchdown run for Rainier, thanks to Logan Bowers finding a running lane off to the left side. Got the Mountaineers on the board, trailing 33-6. But Napavine was not done. 55-yard touchdown pass from Demarest to Dahl with 10:29 remaining until halftime, pushed the score to 40-6. Chapman with 11-yard run 11-yard run, finding his way onto the stat sheet. 47-6 was the score. 53-6 thanks to a Parker 40-yard pick six with 4:33 on the clock. And then with 39 seconds before the half, Chapman finding pay dirt once again with a 45-yard run on the near sideline, pushing the score to 60-6. And then our last score of the game came with 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. It was Landry with the 40-yard pick six. PAT was no good to bring us to our final here tonight. 66-6 in favor of Napavine. And like I said, Napavine, and I mean, hate sounding like a broken record, but God, it was so true. Well-oiled machine tonight, just clicking on all cylinders, and was very unfortunate for Rainier.
Yeah, boy, it was tough for Rainier. They had some injuries. They dealt with some COVID situations. From what I was told, they played 15 kids tonight, and you got to hand it to them. They fought hard, even to the bitter end, but Napavine was just too hard to handle. Ashton Demarest, Lucas Dahl, the names just go on and on. Those Napavine kids, they came to play tonight. And they're looking very strong. It'll be interesting to see, what they end up at the end of the year. It'll be fun to watch them play Kalama down the line. That'll be one to mark on your calendars. But for Rainier, they just got to get healthy and get back on the practice field, and they'll bounce back. They'll be okay.
And they'll have a chance to bounce back as their next game is they will be hosting North Beach on this upcoming Friday, pending schedule changes, of course. North Beach currently 0-3 overall and 0-2 conference play. And looking at Napavine, they'll be on the road next week to face Ilwaco. From what I found, 1-3 overall and currently 0-3 in conference play. So Napavine in good position to try to keep their winning ways going against what looks like a struggling Ilwaco team early in the year. And Rainier with a chance to bounce back against North Beach. It looks like they're reeling a little bit. So both these teams with good matchups down the road for them. But it is high school football. Any given night, anything can happen.
You just never know.
Well, without any further ado, how about we take a look at our players of the game? What do you think?
That sounds great to me.
All right, so first we'll take a look at our visiting player of the game. Let's see, our visiting team MVP is brought to you by Pacific Sports Spa in Chehalis. Pacific Sports Spa can get you back in the game in a hurry, and then the leader in rapid recovery and get your game ready is Pacific Sports Spa. And for our visiting side, discussed it a little bit, and it sounds like we were leaning towards Logan Bowers tonight.
Yeah, Logan ran hard. He got that touchdown there in the second quarter, I believe it was. And every time he got the ball, he had positive yardage. So Logan played well, and he played hard, and I'm happy for him tonight.
And a night of what was some unfortunate for struggles. As he said, Logan running hard, no quit in him, finding pay dirt. And every time they gave the ball to him, it's 2 yards at least. So
positive yardage every time.
And running into the teeth of the Napavine defense, 2 yards, you'll take it. And then over on the home side of things, our home MVP is brought to you by Thorbeck's Wellness Center in Chehalis, Centralia, and now South Bend. Strong today, strong tomorrow, stronger together at Thorbeck's. And Napavine took a little bit longer to figure out, but there was one man, one kid, one ball player that stood out to us wearing number 11, Lucas Dahl.
Lucas just had a great game, catching touchdown passes, intercepting passes. That guy, I said it earlier in the broadcast, but he's the fastest guy in the league. He's a track guy playing football, but boy, he sure had a heck of a game. He's having a heck of a season too. I believe I mentioned earlier in the broadcast as well, against Anna, Alaska, he had 4 touchdown receptions, so he is just really something special to watch out there.
Really special to watch, and unofficially, just those 2 touchdown receptions put him at 107 yards, and not to mention the 3 interceptions. Unofficially, once again, just my little chicken scratch up here, but overall, still a very impressive night. Any final thoughts on this one?
Boy, it'll be interesting, like I said, to see where the Tigers, kind of the rest of their season, how that shakes out, and if they continue their domination. And we have to circle that Kalama game on our calendars here later in the year. They're 2 juggernauts, and it's going to be fun to watch that game down the line.
Oh, that'll put a wrap on this one. Again, the final score, Napavine 66, Rainier 6. We'll see you next time right here on the Eli and NFH Sports Networks. Have a great night and a good remainder of your weekend.